Before we begin this random promo or info or whatever you wanna call it, here are some things to keep in mind.
First off, although this video is supposed to be a light-hearted promo-style video that uses comedy to explain why people should do things in certain scenarios, don't just think of this as some random thing that is not useful, as it isn't. You should try things like this sometimes, and as Alex once said, take the opportunity and firmly grasp it. SpongeBob reference LOL. Second, with how busy everyone is at the minute, especially with exams coming up, this was made in a short space of time. Also, as Alex is visually impaired, the graphics in this video are not as advanced as some of the other videos he has done. That's because he is doing this himself, whereas with videos like bloopers, Chloe helps him out. Finally, although the scenarios in this video have been brought up before at the college Alex attends, and this is for said people, yeah, it seems odd, it might be confusing to some people, but there's no need to be sending emails to tutors complaining that it's an uncomfortable topic, because, as a matter of fact, people used to do stuff like this in other places years ago. It's just that over the last few years that society has changed and people turn their noses at ideas like this. Oh, and as a side note, some people are getting mixed up when it comes to the difference between an order and a suggestion. An order implies a requirement to act, while a suggestion offers a choice to consider. Alex's tutor informed him that some people had complained to him, and he then said to Alex that maybe it might be a good idea not to continue, and Alex's support worker seemed to think this was an order, a command or directive that is expected to be followed, rather than a suggestion. The tutor didn't give an order, it was a suggestion, or you could say, a recommendation. Anyway, let's get on with this.
Scenario 1. Dirt on a classroom desk. The scene shows a classroom, nothing much is happening on screen, but let's imagine that there's a class going on, and the students are getting started with their work. Suddenly,
what the desk is dirty, and ah damn it, there's bits on my shirt and jeans.
Damn, we should have some of those plastic apron things, that way no one would get bits on them from dirty desks. But even so, they should have been wiped down before the lesson started if there's a mess.
Oh no, someone from a previous class left one of the tables messy.
Yeah, I'm going to find some apron things as someone mentioned it.
a couple of minutes later, the support worker found some aprons and some of the students put them on. The class then continued on as normal. Scenario 2, a group activity. Some people are wearing white plastic aprons, and there's a couple who aren't. Let's find out what happens. Back in the classroom, there are 8 students. They are doing a group task, and have completed half the worksheet and are waiting for the teacher to explain the next part of the task. As they wait, a conversation picks up.
Hey, I just had a thought. You know those plastic aprons people use sometimes?
Oh yeah, what about them?
Well, we should start using them more regularly, like even around college and stuff.
Yeah, especially with the fact that people don't clean up after themselves, it seems. Not that I'm having a go at anyone, but seriously, that was stupid. The desk should have been cleaned instead of leaving it with crumbs all over.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have some right here.
6 of the 8 students decide to put an apron on to see what it's like. The other 2 were sitting there minding their own business, watching their peers try something new.
I can see you've all done that part of the worksheet, and wow, what's with the apron things?
We were just talking about how they are actually useful in places like this, as some people don't tidy up after themselves.
Not just that, they are also useful from a vision aspect, as the reflective white of the plastic makes it easier to make out where people are around you, especially if you have limited vision, like some of us do have.
Very interesting.
If you want to try it out and wear one, I've got some right here.
Oh, you there? I might as well. What about you two over there? Wanna join in and try out the aprons?
Yeah, okay then.
Let's do it.
The class are now all wearing these aprons, and the lesson continues. Scenario 3, drawing conclusions. Whether the aprons are useful from a vision perspective as well as the other practical benefits. Even though there is no difference in terms of setup on the screen. For the purposes of this scenario, the scene is now a room with a couple of desks and chairs. Alex and Chloe are in the room. Alex already has an apron on. Chloe does not yet. This, however, is shown on screen. There are also a few other people, including the teacher, support worker and 3 students. They are obviously not on screen.
Okay, so we are gonna do a little test, me included, to find out if the theory of these aprons, being able to help others see the outlines of people clearly, wherever they are in the room actually works.
Alright then. First, Alex, can you see whereabouts I am in the room?
Just about. I have to look in the direction of where you're speaking, and focus, but of course it's not clear like if I had full vision.
I can make it out slightly clearer, but I have the same thing.
My vision is similar, although for me I have to use large print and when things are far away it's blurry.
Same for me, to be honest.
Okay then, so let me get an apron thingy on, and we can go from there. Now, I'm at the same distance, standing near the far wall. What's it like now?
Much better. I can clearly make out the outline even if I'm looking at an angle. The reflective plastic makes it easier to see the outline as it contrasts well with the surroundings.
Same here, those aprons are more than just something to prevent you getting dirt on your clothes. They actually help people like us see the outline of people clearer.
Yeah, not just that, but the sound also helps too, as when you move around, you can hear the rustling.
Now that was very interesting. I do agree that the aprons do have a lot of benefits when worn in places like this.
Yeah, and years ago people used to wear them, and not bat an eyelid, but now people are like, wait, what? Why do we need to wear them? And even when you try to suggest it to them, they are confused as to why you're putting the idea forward, and they end up complaining, oh so-and-so is trying to say we should go around wearing plastic aprons. Some even go as far as to say it makes them uncomfortable, like sorry, but what? That makes no sense.
But at least now we have explained it and even demonstrated it so that people are aware of the positives.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and the information from this video can be put to good use. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with new content, and we'll see you next time.